know I need to do this video. I don't want to. Forgiveness has been a really big theme in my life. I'm gonna get through this video, but never understood when people said you forgive for you. There are a lot of people that I never even began to remotely forgive in my heart. Like Brittany to Brittany, in private, still holding on to resentment. What was so hard about forgiveness for me was it seems like everybody just moves on with their life. And then here you are, emotionally, you felt like you just did 2 tours in Afghanistan. Arm blown off, forever changed by the events that happened to you. There's an acceptance part too, where there are some apologies you'll just never get.
You want to hear something funny? I don't really have a problem with Brittany Renner. She doesn't make me angry in any way and shit. And the reason, I'll give the reasons, alright? Normally I drag her to hell and back and shit, and I want to be honest that I actually had another commentary that I made regarding her throwing her drink in this guy's face at the Rolling Out Festival. So I had a thing, but mostly it was just me telling the guy he should sue her. You know, he should sue the shit out of her. And I think he should sue her ass, you know. If she was smart, she'd issue a public apology and get an attorney to contact that guy so she could just give him a check and keep it a buck and shit, you know. She has no money. At least she could call him, just, you know, work something out strange for some change and, you know, give him a blowjob or something and to get out of trouble. You know, but, you know, a lot of guys ain't, he probably ain't gonna do shit. He just took it up the ass. He was clout chasing himself probably. I don't really know how to quantify it and everything, but, like, I don't have a problem with Brittany Renner. Even though she got with this numbnut, PJ Washington. You know, somebody probably was in his ear like, hey, don't fuck with that, but, you know, I can't imagine nobody told him, like, hey, that's Brittany Renner, you better watch out. You better watch out, dude. She's a professional, okay? She's a professional dater, okay? She's not just a clout chaser. She is looking for the bag. She has made no bones about looking for the bag and shit, and she's actually made videos talking about how, you know, dumb niggas are. How you could just hook a nigga, you know, that's a quote. And that's why I don't have a problem with her and shit, because, you know, she knew, like, she wasn't going to be able to stay in the game, you know, much longer and shit when she made that hook a nigga video. When she made the hook a nigga video, she just pulled a Vince McMahon and shit. Straight up. She pulled a Vincent K. McMahon on the thought community, on the 304 community and shit. That's why I don't trip on her that much. Cause like, she's certified and shit. I'm like, okay, bitch, you get your, I gotta give her roses for pulling that Vince McMahon and shit. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, like back in the day, like around the 80s or so, wrestling, like professional wrestling, you know, the shit you see on TV, used to have a Rocket and a Stone Cold, you know, wrestlers, Hulk Hogan and all that shit. They used to have to get an athletic license to like operate a show. So like Vincent K. McMahon couldn't get a athletic license. They didn't want to give it to him. So he came out of his bag and just told them it was all fake. So that he didn't have to, you know, use their services and shit. And that's how he run his company and became a billionaire and shit, you know, later. You know, but he just said, fuck it, man. He said, fuck it. The wrestling fake. You know, and then over the years, he's done shit to reinforce that it's fake and shit. While, you know, denying it, you know, at the same time. It's just what Brittany Renner here does. You know, she made that hook a nigga video and talked about the regular niggas she fucked and why she didn't want to fuck with them because they got too happy on her. And then she did some other shit. And hilariously during the video, she kept doing the Ric Flair woo, you know. And I just like thought it was funny and shit. I thought it was funny as fuck and shit. She's like a clout chaser. She's kind of pathetic now, you know. She's kind of pathetic. I ain't gonna lie, you know. And I appreciate her joining, you know, this football camp. I forget who it was, but she went to some football camp and talked to young guys about girls like her, and she still pulled a Vince McMahon and shit. She went in like told these young dudes like, hey, you better watch out because got girls like me out there. I'm gonna cook you up, man. I'm gonna get pregnant and you gonna be paying me, motherfucker. You know. They showed it in the class, and the dudes was still ignorant. And the guy, I forget who the football player was. You know, please don't drag me for that. It was Deion Sanders or somebody. I don't know, you know, but I'm not gonna go look. It's not that important. What is important that Brittany Renner is a good sport after doing a bunch of shit and getting bad press, and you know, making videos that didn't help her and shit. Like when she made the one like she was unbothered. And she was doing this exaggerated sigh and shit. I was like, man, if only she would do the woo, but she didn't do it in that video. They showed her like some kind of photo shoot, like it's a bullshit photo shoot, like probably a friend or something, a friend of a friend, some guy, some simp was like taking pictures of her, and she's looking at the camera and making these exaggerated like sighs, like it's gonna make somebody's mad and shit. And I'm like, bitch, nobody care. Nobody care. We'll just pay you. We'll pay you some racks, and you're gonna assume a position on your hands and knees and shit, you know, if whatever. And I thought like she should get a reality show. And you never see her on like any like VH1 or any of that shit. She can't get up in the shit. It's just probably her personality. She's problematic and shit. You know, I don't care that she's lately you see her crying in videos, and she made this crazy video about how it was stepdaddy season right after she had Jude, the guy, out of his own baby. And I was just like, man, this bitch is toxic, man. She's more toxic to herself than anybody else. That bitch running into the wall, man. Like, what's left for her? Like porn? You know, she got the OnlyFans page yet? I don't know. Anybody can put in the comment section whether or not she's on OnlyFans. But that should be in her immediate future, if not professional porn or something, or just sex work, you know, overt, out in the open sex work. Maybe she could hit that Moonlight Bunny Ranch. Get her ass over there. It's fucking hilarious, man. So yeah, she's made a video crying and talking about forgiveness. I hate that shit. I hate it. Don't be self-important shit, okay? You're not that serious. Not that serious, Brittany. Okay, you're not that serious. You're not a deep person, okay? I've totally figured out. You're about the bag. You just want the money. You just want the money. We never see that motherfucking baby. We never see you out parenting your child or taking your child doing shit. You know why we don't see you out parenting your motherfucking child that you had with PJ Washington? Because that's a bad look. You can't catch no nigga when you a baby mama out in the open. Everybody know you got that baby and shit somewhere, you know, hid out somewhere in our safe house. And that baby when we look at the baby, we see a child. When you look at that baby through your rose-colored lenses, you see a big bag of money. And good luck with that shit. And apparently she only gets like, what, $2,175 or something, child support, that she was pissed. You know, making those videos you did years earlier probably didn't help your case in court, you know. They probably watched the hookah nigga video in court. That's why she upset. They busted her balls. I laughed my fucking ass off. This has been a bad look for 304s and shit. And I'm not even getting into the whole getting murdered by your simp, clients and shit. You got these dudes all fucked up in the head. And she's like, shit, Brittany. Shit, girl. You know, honestly, man, I don't hate her. I kind of wish she could get on the show. You know, maybe that show where them bitches fight each other all the time. The cloud chasing show, I think it's shot in Atlanta in some mansion. Yeah, put on there. A bunch of chicks would love to beat on her ass and shit. Like, just went on and say, bitch, just survive like a couple episodes. You can get paid. Get the bag, man. At least get a couple of $1,000 a week. You know, she gotta do something, man. She need an agent. But bitch, you need an agent. You need somebody to keep your ass out of trouble. Okay? You still got a few more little ebbs of 15 minutes of fame. You know? Sorry you was crying, bitch. But you kind of deserve it. You should let that nigga have his baby back. Okay? Give that motherfucker his baby back. And you know, keep it a buck and shit, you know? Why don't you call your attorney and have your attorney call his attorney and settle something so he can see his baby. You know, you don't never talk about that fucking baby and shit, because you know that's bad business. Any other nigga that might fly you out ain't gonna fly you out knowing, you know, about the baby. You know, if you pull a baby out in the open and shit. So, you know, it's all a business and shit. I ain't saying you don't love your kid or nothing, but you look crazy as fuck and all that. So, I think as a vice and shit, you should just go full retard and shit. As they said in that Robert Downey Jr. movie where that fucker wore blackface, A Tropic Thunder? Yeah, go full retard. You know, I think it's in the Eddie Murphy movie too. It's like Goldfinger or something, full retard. Yeah, you do that shit. I mean, halfway there anyway. And you better stop clout chasing with guys and shit. You don't get your head knocked off. You know, that one guy you threw that shit at, that wasn't no black guy. That was like, I think, a Spanish guy or something. And you might get your fucking head wrapped and shit. I noticed you disappeared. That bitch teleported out as she threw that drink in his face. I was like, man, it's like, shit, you lucky. Some dude's crazy and shit. They'll jump over that fucking railing and go on a rampage, look for your ass and just stealing on people. You know, can't be doing that stuff, okay? It's not kosher. You know, especially in the new world and shit where dudes are like hyper aware of the 304 lifestyle and actively looking to finesse bitches out of it, okay? It's not our fault. It's your fault. People like you for gloating about it, you know? It's your fault. It's not our fucking fault. Anyway, I don't know if this is still stepdaddy season. Slap your ass and get glad.
To hear this, but stand your ground. It's sacred. So when you stand your ground, you stand in your truth. When you stand in your truth, you stand in your power. And when you stand in your power, I'm to a place where I've just accepted that my light is so bright that it causes all of the roaches to scatter in places they thought they could hide. It's just me being me. It just causes such an uproar. Like, loving yourself is such a rebellious act these days, you know? But I'm here to tell you, I am so not sorry. I mean, you can't make this shit up. It's officially stepdaddy season. Yeah, what up? I got the car seat in the back. Let's go to the park. Don't let your baby mama or your baby daddy block your blessings. I know in theory it sounds good keeping the same person to have kids with, but that's insanity as well. So if it doesn't work out with them, it'll work out with someone else. It is so ghetto being a baby mama, and thinking about multiple baby daddies is scary. But, you my baby gonna be alright? We don't give a damn. You can have them. I have exited the rat race. You know, I can't speak for the other hoes. And save the, you should have got the ring first. It wasn't gonna work out anyways. Let's laugh together and let's raise this baby, you know? In conclusion, stepdaddy season.
Brittany Renner getting into it at Rolling Loud.
not calm down.
Can you introduce yourself and let's go from step A to Z because we got to kind of show these guys the other side of game. And that's why you gracefully blessed us with your presence so they could understand from your point of view how this game is played.
So my name is Brittany Renner.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.
Shirley can't fit in that. But she can.
I know who can.
Uh-oh. Bye, Shirley.